They lined them up like masterpieces in a gallery. Flawless smiles, curated laughter, rehearsed charm. And at the center of it all stood Adrian Cole, a man who had spent his entire life building something perfect, only to realize he no longer knew what real looked like. Adrian was the kind of man people admired from a distance. Self-made billionaire, tech visionary, philanthropist, the headlines adored him. But admiration is not the same as connection, and deep down, Adrian felt it. In quiet rooms, behind polished glass walls, he felt the echo of his own loneliness. So when his board insisted he should settle down, they didn't leave it to chance. They organized an event, an elegant gathering where every detail was meticulously controlled. The guests? Carefully selected women who fit every imaginable standard of perfection. Accomplished, graceful, poised. Each one had a resume that sparkled just as brightly as their appearance. Tonight, his assistant had said with a proud smile, "You'll meet someone who matches your world." Adrian had nodded politely, but something about that sentence lingered uneasily in his mind. Matches your world. What if his world wasn't something worth matching? The evening unfolded exactly as planned. Conversations flowed, laughter chimed like delicate glass, and everything felt staged. Each interaction was impressive, yet strangely hollow, like watching a movie where the actors forgot to feel. Adrian smiled, listened, responded, but inside he drifted further away. And then, in the middle of it all, something unexpected happened. The power flickered. For a brief moment, the room plunged into darkness. Gasps echoed softly, followed by nervous laughter. Within seconds, the backup generators kicked in, restoring the golden glow of chandeliers. The illusion returned. But Adrian had noticed something in that fleeting darkness. Through the tall windows, he saw movement outside, someone near the service entrance. A figure, small and still, barely visible in the shadows. Without thinking, Adrian excused himself. Brushed the back door. When he opened it, a rush of cool night air met him, and there she was. A young woman, maybe in her early 20s, crouched beside a stray dog. Her clothes were simple, slightly worn. Her hair was tied back loosely, strands falling across her face. She wasn't trying to impress anyone, she was trying to help. The dog whimpered softly, its paw injured, and the girl, she was speaking to it gently, her voice full of patience and warmth. "It's okay," she whispered. "I've got you. Just stay still a little longer." Adrian stood there, unnoticed. For the first time that evening, something felt real. "Do you need help?" he asked quietly. She looked up, startled, but not intimidated. "Oh, she said quickly. "I work inside, cleaning staff. I was just taking a break when I saw him." Her name was Lila. She explained that the dog had been limping near the dumpsters. She couldn't just walk away. So she stayed. Adrian knelt beside her, without thinking about his suit, his status, or the event happening inside. "Do you do this often?" he asked. She smiled faintly. "Whenever I can. Not everyone has someone to help them." Not everyone has someone. Adrian thought of his own life, of rooms filled with people, yet moments filled with emptiness. "Let me call someone," he said. "A vet." Lila shook her head gently. "That's kind, but I think he just needs rest and care tonight. I'll take him home. I've done it before." "You have?" She nodded. "I don't have much, but I have space, and sometimes—" "That's enough." Adrian stared at her, not because she was perfect, but because she wasn't trying to be. She was simply kind. No performance, no expectation, just humanity. Inside, the music resumed. The laughter continued. The perfect world waited for him to return. But Adrian stayed where he was. "Why do you do it?" he asked. Lila paused, looking down at the dog resting against her. "Because someone should," she said softly. "And if I can be that someone, even for a moment, then it matters." In that instant, Adrian felt something shift inside him. All his life he had chased perfection. Perfect deals, perfect outcomes, perfect images. But here, in the quiet imperfection of a dimly lit alley, he found something far more powerful. Meaning. "Can I help you take him?" he asked. She hesitated. "You don't have to." "I know," he replied. "I want to. So together they walked. No cameras, no applause, no expectations, just two people carrying something fragile, trying to make it okay. That night, Adrian didn't return to the ballroom. The guests waited. The board whispered. The carefully planned evening unraveled. But for the first time in years, Adrian didn't care. Because somewhere along the way, he realized something profound. Perfection impresses people, but reality connects them. In the weeks that followed, Adrian made decisions that shocked everyone. He stepped back from projects that felt empty. He invested in community shelters, animal care programs, and grassroots initiatives, places where impact wasn't measured in headlines but in lives changed. And Lila? She didn't become a headline. She didn't transform into something extraordinary. She stayed exactly who she was, and that was more than enough. Adrian spent time with her, not in grand gestures, but in quiet moments, walking rescued dogs, sharing simple meals, listening, learning. For the first time, he wasn't trying to build a perfect life. He was living a real one. And it was more beautiful than anything he had ever imagined. Because in choosing reality, he didn't lose perfection. He discovered something far greater, a life filled with purpose, connection, and the quiet, powerful magic of simply being human.